Коллеги, у нас подключился наш спикер. Валентин, s'il vous plaît, vous pouvez commencer votre présentation.
Okay. Hi everyone, thank you so much to be here today with à la carte. So I'm Valentin from the Peninsula Paris, and my colleague Leonie as well is working with me. We are delighted to make this presentation. You will see you will travel a bit in Paris. Maybe I know some of you through my 2 trips to Moscow. And please let me know if you have any question in the chat. So first of all, as you know, the Hotels Peninsula is a group. It's a family business owned by the Qatari family. So it's family from Baghdad, moved to Shanghai and to Hong Kong. And then they opened 12 peninsula around the world, 6 in Asia, 3 in Europe, and 3 in US. The difference with other groups is we own the building each time. So it's more about quality rather than quantity at the Peninsula hotels. And this is Paris. So, you know, of course, we have a Chinese heritage, but if you are traveling to Paris, it's to have a Parisian stay. So that's why we are in typical Haussmannian building. So it was the Majestic Hotel at the beginning in 1905. It was the most competitor of the Ritz Paris because it was a unique hotels with electricity and bathrooms in each bedrooms. And then it became the UNESCO headquarters in 1946. And then the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and then Peninsula bought it in 2009 with 7 years of renovation. And now we have 10 years in Paris, but we are still the babies of Paris, but in an historical location. So the aim of the Peninsula Paris is to be an historical building, but a modern and comfort hotel, and as well a Parisian residence. So about the location, we are in the 16th district of Paris, which is kind of the where the Parisian shop and dine as well. So like the Upper East Side of Paris. And then we are 2 minutes by walk to the Champs-Élysées and the Arc de Triomphe, and then 7 to the Trocadero with an overview on the Eiffel Tower. So we are in the center of Paris, but we are not directly in the main location. So it's peaceful here at the Peninsula. And also we have all the embassies next to the hotel, which make a perfect location for a Parisian stay, but also very secure. Because as you know, in Paris, after a football match or after a strike, it can be very difficult. You can be stuck in the traffic, Place de la Concorde or Rue de Rivoli, for example. But with us, it's very easy. And it's also very easy if you want to go for one day in the Louis Vuitton Fondation, for example, or if you want to go in the Château de Versailles. It's very quick. So we have 200 rooms, including 93 suites. They are all very bright and very large. As you can see, it's a very modern Art Deco style, typically Parisian from the 20th centuries. We have 4 categories of rooms, starting with the deluxe room. And deluxe rooms are 40 square meters. So we've got the biggest first categories of Paris. This is a Peninsula promise to have a large room to enjoy your stay in Paris. And we have a walk-in closet included, starting at the second category, which is a premier room. And then you can see our bathrooms, they are all the same, with a bathtub in the middle and 2 sinks in each sides, with Japanese toilets also. What makes our property unique? It's our suites. We have different type of suites. The first is rooftop garden suites. It's 100 square meters of suites, following by 100 square meters of penthouse with different view on the city. So this is a room 638. You have a beautiful view on the Arc de Triomphe, and then you have a lounge area, and we can see Montmartre at the end. So imagine to take just your coffee, your breakfast, or just a glass of champagne after your check-in. Is amazing to be there in summer, spring, fall. We have another one called the rooftop Eiffel suite. So we have 3 rooftop garden suites and 1 Eiffel Tower suite. So this one, it's the room 610, and you have an overview on Arc de Triomphe, Montmartre, but especially the Eiffel Tower, where you can enjoy a private dinner on your penthouse. We also have 3 signature suites in the first floor and the 6th floor. So the first one is the historic suites with all the moldings of the majestic hotels at the opening. So it's very nice to enjoy your Parisian stay in these suites. And it's the only 2-bedroom suites of the hotel. We've got the Peninsula suites with beautiful moldings and golds everywhere. It's the biggest suite of the hotel with more than 350 square meters, with a dining room, a kitchen, a large living room, and a bedroom. But my favorite one is the Qatar Penthouse Suites. It's 180 square meters of suites, following by 80 square meters of balcony and 260 square meters of penthouse. So it's the largest penthouse of the hotel, and especially during summer, it's amazing to be there. And you can feel like in a Parisian apartment, but with the modern Art Deco style at the other rooms. And what about gastronomy? Because when you are traveling to France, it's all about food, right? So we have a 2 Michelin star restaurant with a panoramic view on Paris, and especially the Eiffel Tower. So it's called L'Oiseau Blanc. L'Oiseau Blanc is a plane that you can see on the first picture. It's the first plane who crossed the Atlantic. Here, it's a reconstitution of 80% of the real plane. And it's because our owner is in love with planes and everything with a motor. Basically, that's why we have Rolls-Royce in each peninsula, boats in Peninsula, Hong Kong and Bangkok. We've got Helicopter Peninsula also. And we have another 2 Michelin star gastronomic restaurant called Le Concorde, another plane in the Peninsula London. So here, the Peninsula Paris, for this gastronomic restaurant, you have an overview on the Eiffel Tower from each table, and the restaurant is open every day for lunch and dinner. This is the lobby restaurant of the hotel. It's between glamour and majestic. So it's why we are called the little Versailles of Paris, because in the Chateau de Versailles, you have the same room with the same moldings on the wall. It's where the breakfast is served. So trust me, nobody wants to take room service. They all want to be seen in this room. And we are serving also the lunch, the classic afternoon tea of the hotel, and dinner and bar as well. And do you know that the first hotel where we served afternoon tea, it's not in England, but it's at the Peninsula Hong Kong.
So, as my colleague said, Peninsula is all about the experience, and we want you to come and have the typical Parisian exclusive experience. So that also works with collaborations with luxury jewelry houses. So you will see on the pictures different collaborations we had. So we had one last year for the afternoon tea. So in the lobby area, my colleague just showed with Chaumet. So our award-winning pastry chef Anne Coruble worked with Chaumet around honey, as they have a unique bee collection with their jewelry. And we have bees on our rooftops. So it was a great idea to make a specific afternoon tea with Chaumet, which is also part of the LVMH group. We will also work with Chaumet for Christmas, as we do specific Christmas log, so Christmas cake basically, for this winter. And we will work with Chaumet as well, because the topic of the cake will be le blé, which is called wheat in English. And Chaumet has its historic signature collection called le blé. So we will work with them again. And then right now for summer, we work with Pomelato, which is part of the Kering group. So in the Kering group, we have, which one we have? We have
Saint Laurent, Gucci,
Balenciaga as well. And the idea was to put an ice cream shop, as you see on the pictures right here, in front of the peninsula. And then Anne Coruble, our pastry chef, once again worked with Pomelato to have a high luxury experience and to recreate the jewels you can see on the mannequin's hand, the Nudo collection, and put them as ice creams. So it also shows that we know how to do typical experiences and also show you the Parisian luxury experiences you can have at the peninsula.
Thank you. And let's finish with the F&B outlets. So as I told you, we have a Chinese heritage. So that's why we have a Chinese restaurant in each peninsula. And I think that's it. And maybe we have a light in all the walking dressing, which is Chinese. And then we have a king and a queen lion in front of the hotel. But that's all three Chinese thing at the hotel. But you know, when you are traveling to London, you are eating Indian food. When you are traveling to Paris, you can eat Chinese food. And I'm pretty sure our Russian clients like Asian foods. So it's a nice experience. You are in the old dining room of the Majestic Hotel. You have beautiful mosaics, and it's all about French and Chinese opera. So it's not only a restaurant, it's a show. And even for families, it's amazing because, you know, it's sharing menu, sharing food. You have access to the terrace also during the lunch and the dinner in the summer periods. And yeah, it's a very nice experience. And if you like duck, trust me, this is the best place in Paris to eat duck. And then we've got the Klebe Bar, which is a cocktail bar of the hotel. This is an amazing place next to the lobby restaurant, still very Parisian. And it's actually a very historic place because I told you it was the French Ministry of Foreign Affairs here before. And it was the Accord de Paris was signed. The Accord de Paris ended the War of Vietnam. So that's why we have two peacocks in silk on the wall to signify peace. And the Vietnam offered that to France. And so at the renovation, we decided to put those two paintings in the bar. And I think it's Pavlin in Russian. So it's all about peace, and it's amazing to be in this place. And then more Parisian, you have, of course, the rooftop bar. So it's a cocktail bar, still with an overview on the Eiffel Tower during summer. You have tables at the end for L'Oiseau Blanc, the gastronomic restaurant, and then the cocktail bar on the first place. It's open from 5 to midnight or 1, it depends. And yeah, it's truly Parisian. You can also privatize this place if you have special requests, you know, celebration to make in Paris. And it's calm, it's modern, it's lovely. And of course, as you saw, we have many different rooftops for bars, for streets, but we have also winter in Paris. So that's why we have bubbles. Bubbles in the streets to enjoy a glass of champagne in your penthouse during the winter, as you can see on the left. And we have also a secret table for engagement or private experience, just up to the rooftop bar. It's one floor up, and you can enjoy a breakfast, a lunch, a tea time, a dinner, or just a glass of champagne upstairs, only for two. So it's a beautiful way to say je t'aime in this place. And then the spa, which is the biggest of Paris. I know when you are traveling in Paris, you are not thinking to the spa, but basically after one day of champagne in the Champs-Élysées, trust me, you will want to have a swimming pool with two jacuzzi on the left and right. We have also 8 treatment rooms, including 2 double rooms, and of course a beautiful fitness. So this is the biggest spa of Paris. It's 1,800 square meters. We have also a partnership with many different brands. We are not working with only one brand, but we are working with Biologique Recherche from France, Subtle Energies from Australia, Margie's from Monaco, and we have a partnership with Maison Lutetia, which is an eye aesthetic clinic on the Champs-Élysées. And you can make hyaluronic facial treatments directly at the spa. So you are not going to the aesthetic clinic. You stay here at the Peninsula, and then you can go back in your room. We have, of course, talents here at the Peninsula. We are 600 who are working here for 200 rooms. And we have academies in each peninsula. So it's private activities with our talents or partner for family, friends, couple. So you can enjoy a pastry class, a cooking class, a wine tasting, a champagne activity, a dim sum class here at the hotel. But we can work also with a partner to create memories. So Artcourt is a famous photographer here in Paris, and we can book like the historic suites or another suites, and they are coming at the Peninsula with photographer and all the stuff, and trust me, it's a lot. And then they are doing this famous photography of this family, so it's amazing. And on the left is a champagne class, for example. We have also private excursion to the Dutch Champagne Castle, which is a partner for the champagne in all peninsula. Dutch Champagne is amazing. And so you go in Champagne, visit their vineyards, visit the castle and the wine selling, and then you have a gastronomic lunch at the chateau, and you come back at the peninsula at the end. So we have many different type of activities like that, because Paris is Paris, but if you want to leave Paris and to have a Parisian experience, you need to have like the good tips and the good things to do here. And at the end, this is our courtesy cards with our famous 2 Rolls-Royce, BMW, and Mini Coopers also to make your shopping. So I hope you enjoy this presentation. You know I'm more familiar with the Peninsula Paris DNA. Do you have any question that I can help you with, and about the property, the team, the service, or whatever? Is there any question I can answer with my colleague Leonie?
Je pense qu'il n'y a pas de questions.
Okay. So thank you for little text. So as you know, we have a special present for you when you will be back in Paris. It's to try the peninsula, because the presentation, you never know what is behind. So I'm delighted to offer a voucher for 2 nights in the junior suite here at the peninsula with breakfast. So we did before the presentation like a test.
We did a lottery ticket basically with all of you.
And the lottery winner is Kristinka Kichenko from No Limits Tour. So I hope she's here right now, and I will be back with you soon by email or WhatsApp to give you.
Коллеги, поздравляем Кристину с победой. Мы с вами свяжемся для представления вам подарка от Валентина. Merci beaucoup, Valentine, de votre présentation.
Avec plaisir.
Коллеги, спасибо большое. До встречи на следующих вебинарах. До свидания.
Thank you so much.
Merci
Bye bye.
beaucoup. Au revoir.